That was almost a full lane in a no passing zone on a hill. Maybe, I don't know. No comment. Hi everybody, this is John from Pedaling Past 60, and I am doing a video for the first time in a very long time. It's kind of exciting to get going and get back into practice because I attempted this morning and on the way to work, and I'm on my way home now, but I didn't have the microphone plugged in properly, and so I have a bunch of film of me coming to work and no audio. So I'm going to give it a second crack. Bear with me here and I'll get on the straight and narrow. So on my ride home, I commute daily, 4 seasons. That's a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm in short sleeves today in Omaha, Nebraska. It's overcast. The rain has stopped. So it's just perfect. I don't know, it feels like it's 60 some degrees maybe. And that's just perfect weather for me. I sneak through these back streets on my rides home to stay away from cars. You know, Omaha is laid out. It's a huge city, pretty spread out, million population. And there's a lot of places that, you know, I couldn't attempt my commute just because it's so unfriendly to the cyclist. In fact, this is a fun fact, Nebraska is ranked 49 out of 50 states in the union for being the least bike friendly. Number 49. I don't know who's behind us. It used to be Wyoming, but they moved ahead of us on the last rankings. So anyway, something good's happened. Something's good happened that maybe can take us up a few notches on the ranking of bike friendliness. Somehow, some way, an organization, an advocacy group by the name of Bike Walk Nebraska. And I think there might be chapters in all the states. But Bike Walk Nebraska, which I know nothing about, and I'm ashamed to say that, I need to change that, has put in countless hours to get a legislative bill pushed through. However, whoever is responsible for that, whatever state senators helped with it, and whoever at Bike Walk Nebraska pulled this off, is unbelievable. So it's the Vulnerable Road User Bill. I think it's Legislative Bill 530. Maybe I could put a link in the description. But what 530 does is a couple of interesting things. And I might have to wait to tell you these until I get off this brick road. Coming up on an old brick road, it's going to make a lot of noise and bounce the camera around, so stand by. The Vulnerable Road User Bill means 4 things that apply to my situation as a cyclist. And I think the bill's something like 40 some pages long, but the section that I'm referring to does a few things. It's defined what a vulnerable road user is. And I think that's really important that they did that, and they named all of the types of road users that would fall into this category, and some of them are things that you may not think of. Of course, we all have seen someone in a wheelchair struggling trying to negotiate traffic. We've all seen uniformed officers on the side of the road. Certainly road workers, construction workers would fall into that category. So they've made a list of people who would be using the road and are vulnerable, not just cyclists. Number 2, it will fortify sentencing options for people who injure or kill vulnerable road users. Believe it or not, there's been a lot of frustration lately here with the injustices and the options that judges have to sentence people for these types of things. Number 3, they're going to increase fines for excessive speeding. Don't we have that already? I guess not. Number 4, and the one that I'm pretty excited about, I should stop and say, we lost 14 cyclists last year in Nebraska. That's just totally unacceptable. So I'd like to back up and thank the families. I thanked Bike Walk Nebraska and the senators that probably helped with this. But the families of the injured and the deceased that came forward and talked, I'm sure, at the hearings to help get this pass through. Thank you. So anyway, one of the big things for me, sort of a selfish thing, is that a passing car has to give a full lane while passing. What? I've been commuting in Omaha, Nebraska for 3 years now, and I got to tell you, it's a handful of cars that have given me a full lane. So hopefully Bike Walk Nebraska is underway with the campaign that can help educate drivers about the new law. A full lane. Now I'm sure there's a provision in there that says, a full lane unless it's not possible, but you can always yield and then wait and give a full lane on my path. That's for sure. So that's it. That's the bigger points of the bill, and that's pretty exciting. So tell me, does the state you live in, if you're a commuter, do you know if they have a vulnerable road user bill? If you do, leave a comment in the YouTube comment section. I don't always see them right away because I kind of count on the notification that comes in, and a lot of times I don't get a notification when people comment. So anyway, I have to kind of scan through to see who's commented, but if you get a chance, comment on that. That'd be great. Let me know what you think. All right. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this bike ride home and take you along with me. Evening. I'm on your left. How you doing tonight?